Elon Musk is a figure who has always known how to stand out. At first glance, his success with companies like Tesla and SpaceX seems to be solely due to innovation. However, in recent years, his interests have clearly extended beyond technology. So why has he suddenly become interested in politics and, moreover, in supporting the far right? At first glance, this might seem like an unexpected turn. Musk, a man who has always been interested in the future of humanity, may have seen politics as an opportunity to have a broader impact. Growing social and economic tensions may have pushed him to decide to support such radical ideas. Dissatisfaction with society? Perhaps dissatisfaction with entrenched political structures? More likely, deep within his reflections may lie desires for reform or a sense that the current system is far from perfect. Undoubtedly, his decision sparked both excitement and a fair amount of shock among his followers and the public. But what steps will this tech magnate take next? What impact will this have on the political landscape in the near future? Let's dive a little deeper into the consequences of this unprecedented move. Elon Musk's decision to create his own party and support the far right could become a real bombshell for the US political arena. Imagine how quickly the established political pillars will begin to tremble. When such an influential and charismatic person enters the game, a whole cascade of consequences arises. Supporters of the two main parties are instantly faced with a choice: remain loyal to their previous beliefs or switch to alternative, more radical positions. Musk's move could attract a multitude of independent voters who have long been disillusioned with traditional politics. Every speech he gives, every tweet he posts starts being interpreted by different groups in all corners of the country. The new party becomes a beacon for everyone seeking renewal and reform. And don't forget, Musk is not just a businessman, has the ability to inspire the masses. At the same time, you shouldn't expect there to be no resistance. The old players will try to oppose the movement, defending their own interests. Meanwhile, the American political arena is becoming a stage for new clashes and alliances, creating instability and potential change. But what secret weapon will Musk prepare for these powerful tectonic shifts? Ahead of us lies a new wave of change and upheaval. The mass media, as if under a magnifying glass, scrutinize every move Elon Musk makes, and his decision to become a political player has only fueled their interest. There are heated debates in news studios. Some admire his boldness, while others expose scandals. Headlines are filled with sensational stories, each one attracting the attention not only of American citizens but also of the global public. Social networks are flooded with memes and discussions are raging on forums. Musk has become the center of the planetary media universe. Revolutionary-minded bloggers dig up his old tweets, searching for hints of extremism or challenges to the system. Meanwhile, television analysts are divided into staunch critics and equally fervent defenders, comparing his actions to political movements of the past. While some media outlets investigate what lies behind such a radical change, others focus on analyzing the potential scandals that could erupt following Musk's decision. Columnists from various outlets are persistently trying to guess his goals and intentions. Is he aiming to inspire change or to profit from the escalating situation? What unexpected alliances or betrayals might unfold on your television screen? An inevitable intrigue swirls around Musk, and this is only the beginning of an unfolding mosaic of change. Of particular interest is the question of who will side with Elon Musk in his new political campaign, and which of today's leaders will step back and become his opponent. Among those who might potentially support Musk are formerly independent politicians and business leaders who have already expressed their innovative ideas and desire to change the world. They may see Musk not just as an ally, but as an opportunity to realize their own bold projects in a more radical way. Their interests may overlap in their pursuit of technological progress and new economic opportunities. In addition, successful entrepreneurs who have become obsessed with the idea of reforming established systems may also side with Musk. These people are accustomed to seeking advantage in instability and change, seeing the new party as a way to accelerate their own innovations and ideas. The old guard, entrenched in traditional politics, will most likely encounter resistance as they try to protect their established positions from encroachment and the advancement of far-right ideas. Some corporate giants and their leaders may be hostile to persistent changes, fearing potential market shifts. The clash of interests may produce its own heroes and anti-heroes, and every move Musk makes will be carefully scrutinized by competitors in an attempt to find weaknesses. However, in a world where the boundaries between politics and business are becoming increasingly blurred, any business alliances can turn into political partnerships or fierce confrontations. The question arises, What unexpected partnerships or, conversely, personal conflicts will form around this rapidly changing scene? Many still have yet to prove themselves in this game. For now, Musk is preparing to make his next move. As an entrepreneur accustomed to achieving success in the world of innovation, Musk may use his party as a platform to promote technological development. However, this does not promise only positive consequences. Turbulence on the political stage can create instability in financial markets. Investors will respond to both new opportunities and the risks posed by radical changes. Companies that find themselves in Musk's spotlight may receive a unique opportunity for growth, while traditional players may fear for their positions. The infrastructure and energy sectors, which have always attracted Musk's interest, are poised to become arenas for bold experiments and change. Perhaps his influence will be felt through the active acquisition of technologies, making them more accessible to a wider audience. However, at stake are industries that have long been established in their positions. How they will respond to the rapid advance of an entrepreneur who is ready to navigate political and economic winds remains a mystery. There may be unpredictable interactions among numerous factors that will determine exactly where these changes will lead. Elon Musk has always been at the forefront of technological innovation, and his new political move could radically change the direction of their development. With the creation of his own party, Musk is able to introduce his ideas into legislative initiatives, which could significantly accelerate the development of certain technological sectors. This opens up opportunities to create new regulatory standards that support cutting-edge developments such as autonomous vehicles, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy sources. With this new political direction, technology could reach an entirely new level of integration within society. For example, the use of blockchain in government administration or the widespread implementation of 5G to support the urban infrastructure of the future. But it is important to remember that such radical changes are always accompanied by challenges. Will technology become a tool for improving quality of life, or a cause for growing public discontent? Tech giants will inevitably take part in this changing landscape, competing for influence in the new economy. Some may see opportunities for expansion, while others may perceive risks to their privileged positions. All of this, of course, will spark a storm of debate and may even trigger new technological revolutions. Now we are facing an intriguing future, promising to be full of surprises, where laws and cutting-edge technologies will go hand in hand. However, what specific initiatives might Musk propose to swing the technological pendulum in the right direction, and what consequences could this have? Society has always been an integral part of change, and Elon Musk's move toward politics is no exception. The voice of the people is buzzing across the country from city squares to cozy homes. Every resident, whether feeling concerned or inspired, is not left untouched by this resonant topic. The conversations cover everything, from ethical questions to personal opinions about the country's future. On the streets of New York, passers-by are passionately discussing how support for far-right ideas might affect their daily lives. Some see this as a chance to improve the economic situation and create new opportunities for young people. Others, on the contrary, worry about preserving democracy and fear an increase in polarization within society. In small towns, residents share their concerns, believing that such changes could lead to destabilization of local governance. Young activists organize rallies, delivering passionate speeches as they try to get their message across to as many people as possible. Meanwhile, the older generation recalls past political upheavals, approaching new changes with caution. And although the voices differ, together they merge into a powerful chorus of opinions that sets the mood of the country. How long will this buzz of public discussion last, and how will it influence Musk and his new party's future decisions? Events are only just beginning to unfold, and we can expect new and unexpected shades of reaction from the international community. When Elon Musk shakes up the American political arena, the attention this event receives extends far beyond the United States. The world cannot remain indifferent, and the reactions of different countries become a litmus test for the mood in global politics. US allied countries may begin to reconsider their strategic relationships, assessing what changes in policy the new party might bring. For some nations, this will be an opportunity to strengthen ties, while for others, it will be a reason to increase tensions. European leaders, for example, may show interest in Musk's ideas about technological partnership, especially if they see them as beneficial. Asian giants, on the other hand, may perceive his moves as a challenge to their own technological ambitions. China, in particular, is likely to develop new strategies to maintain its position in the global competition for influence. However, it's not just powerful states that are paying attention to what's happening. Developing countries are also analyzing the possible consequences, trying to identify benefits or threats to their economies. The unpredictability of situations caused by the new political course is forcing every country to act with caution and remain vigilant. Thus, the world is witnessing not only changes in US domestic policy but also potential international shifts. And how does Musk plan to deal with this global wave of interest and reaction? Irreversible consequences and new paths may lie ahead, which will unfold under the influence of this unconventional player on the world stage. As we experience upheavals and changes alongside Elon Musk, it's worth reflecting on the lessons this brings. In this complex scenario, it's quite difficult not to lose sight of the fact that the main takeaways are not just political or economic changes, but how we as a society respond to challenges and transformations. This situation teaches us the importance of critical thinking and openness to dialogue. A society divided between support for and skepticism toward Musk becomes a telling example of how important it is to be able to listen and take into account diverse opinions. We see how technology, politics, and economics can easily intertwine, creating a new reality in which we need to find balance. These changes also highlight how important it is to be prepared for uncertainty and volatility. In an era of global instability, our ability to adapt quickly and make decisions becomes a decisive factor in our future success. This requires each of us to develop flexibility and a willingness to learn new things. Finally, this event reminds us that even the most innovative and powerful ideas can encounter resistance if they are not supported by people. Whether as observers or participants in such changes, we must remember that public dialogue and interaction play a key role in shaping our future. The path to success is never straightforward or easy. Musk, by his own example, demonstrates how important it is to look ahead despite obstacles and not be afraid to take risks for the sake of progress and future achievements. It is only important to remember that all great changes begin with small steps and painstaking work. And perhaps this is where the true wisdom of our time lies.